Greetings, Sir and Sirette, and welcome back to Stellaris with me, Lathrix, and of course, welcome back to the happiest end of the galaxy, the Children of Crisis. In today's video, we have two very simple yet somewhat difficult goals, the first of which is to finally have our world set up for the endgame. We are so far behind at the moment. Our science is honestly terrible for this late in the game, for such a small empire. Our economy in general is just in shambles. Our fleet is nearly non-existent. We do not really pose a threat to anyone at the moment, which is starting to get on my nerves a little. But on top of this, the second goal is to reach out to the shroud and finally meet the end of the cycle, the most powerful of the psionic entities that we can make a deal with, giving us untold power for up to 50 years, and then completely taking our empire away, replacing it with a psionic entity that will destroy the galaxy. That is a very simple, very fun goal, I think. So, let's see if we can do at least one of the two now, shall we? Now, off camera, I've been a little bit busy. The main things I've been doing is sorting out some of the buildings with the world so that our economy should become more balanced over the next few years, but also, I've been merging a lot of our species, so no longer do we have loads of versions of the Children of Crisis, we just have the main one here, and then over here with the half rackets, we have just one major species within that. With the normal rackets, I'm about to do that as well, and I think I'm currently doing one here with the half Guezibor. That's how I choose to pronounce that. And since I'm the only one who has pronounced that, it means it's the correct pronunciation. Wow, imagine if my pronunciations were the correct pronunciations, that would be bizarre. Either way, we're trying to make all of these a little bit less insane because they're all over the place at the moment. And sometimes there are far more powerful versions which are in the minority. So, merging the species a bit, so then all the future half versions will only have to choose between the improved versions, and that should make our empire a bit stronger. Okay, let's continue, and hopefully we can keep on improving our worlds. So here's my current thinking. Right now, we are finishing off diplomacy. As soon as that's done, we are going to grab the Archaeology Project. Not only will this make our planets incredibly powerful, giving them a bonus to resource production, a bonus to population growth, and loads more housing, it also means we have the special archaeology districts rather than the regular districts, giving us either consumer goods, alloys, or unity and society. Either way, very, very powerful. Now, the reason why this is also fantastic is because it has 100% habitability for all species, which means our current 3 migration treaties, 1, 2, 3, will be even more powerful. We'll get loads and loads more people, because honestly, that's something which is kind of holding us back at the moment. We're still not growing particularly quickly. Now, for this, though, we're going to need loads of minerals, and we're going to need loads of exotic gases, because the tiles themselves, since we're producing consumer goods and alloys and stuff over here, we need all of these to be research, which means loads of gases. So, at least one of these worlds is going to be a refinery world. Not this one, since this one is going to be our generator world. Wow, double magnetic miracle. How did that happen? So this is going to be our generator and research world, apparently. How about you? No, your minerals as well. But saying that, not too many. So minerals, regular districts, and then... Okay, yeah, so you are going to be producing gas. Lots and lots of gas. Well done, you are the fart planet. All hail the fart planet, which is powering our science. It will be glorious. Okay, now of you, let's just pop down a new research lab. Fantastic. So that's really our end goal. Now, after the Archaeology Project, I still don't know what we're going with. I'm tempted to go with Galactic Wonders and Master Builders. This way we can have the Interstellar Assembly, further increasing our immigration pool, which would be great. But that would just take so long, and I'm not really planning on being here for too much longer. The galaxy must burn and all that. It's time. Oh, mighty shroud! What do we see today? Ooh. A high chance of a psionic avatar. Yes. Successfully channeled. Excellent. So is this going to be yet a colossal warrior? So it's just a ground force, but still, it's better than nothing. So loads of damage. a ridiculous amount of morale damage, lots of collateral, loads of health, just one unit.
The spirits have
Nothing too special, but you know, it's free, it's nice. Well, I guess technically it was 1,000 energy, but you get the point. It was still fairly nice. Behold, the Citadel of Faith. A massive complex offering refuge and seclusion from the material world for all comers. This is the ultimate when it comes to the temples. I'm very happy to finally have this. Let's unlock these. Ooh, you know what? Maybe we should grab these. That would really speed up population growth at the cost of gas. Yeah, let's do that. Normally I don't like building those, but right now, maybe that would be best. Wow, we can't even build the Citadel of Faith until we have 75 people. Thankfully, that's very, very soon. I just realised, I think I know now why we had 2 magnetic miracles. This is not meant to be permanent. At least it didn't used to be permanent, maybe it is now permanent, but the other version of this had a timer, and it was the exact same event. For some reason, this one seems to be stuck permanently on. I will take that as a sign from the great endgame crisis. But yeah, very clearly this is going to be a research world. But first, you know what we should build here? I'm thinking temple. So I was wrong about it being 75 people. Apparently it's 80 people to upgrade the system capital complex. Then we can upgrade the sacred nexus into the Citadel of Faith. So it's going to be a while, basically. Now I'm tempted to grab the gene clinics here. Now, if we went down the biological ascension route, we could also have cloning vats, which is a plus 33% growth rate, I think, which is much more powerful than this, and it doesn't cost consumer goods. But still, yeah, we just need more people. The governor of the resort world, and only the resort world, has become corrupt. Sure. You know what? Normally I'll deal with that, but sure, you can just have fun. Have fun before the end of the world. Galaxy. Universe. Once more, we ask the shroud for guidance. We all meditate for a moment. And nothing's really happened. Apparently, just a bit of madness in our telepaths. Darn it. I've just realised I've not even explored the wormholes in our territory. That's going to be really important once the endgame crisis occurs, so yeah, let's get those sorted, please. Also, still need to really unlock gateway travel. Okay, so there's the L gate at least, so we're nice and close to one once we open it. We're really going to need a fleet though at that point. We do have one world currently producing alloys. We don't really have the minerals to have more. Thankfully, finally, consumer goods is now in the plus. Minerals will be soon. We have 3 worlds currently turning into mining worlds. We have 2 worlds currently becoming farming worlds. We will have it all sorted. It's going to take a while. We are now at 4K research. Lovely. And let's add more alloy production, please. If I can ever find it, that would be great. Lovely, there we are. More alloys. More ships, more everything. I think for the L-Gate events, you need at least 40k fleet power, probably more. I can't quite remember the numbers. But at least 40k to defend ourselves if it's one of the more dangerous options. Okay, so the first wormhole goes here, next to a fallen empire. That's actually pretty good. It's unlikely that the endgame crisis can get through here quickly, so we'll know when the enemies are coming, and if we ever want to fight the fallen empire, we can attack from here, and there's an amazing Gaia world. Of course, it's being protected. It's the Walled Garden, a holy world for the spiritualists. Well, that's pretty lovely. 200 minerals, and we get plus 2 maximum districts and plus 3 maximum generator districts on one of our planets. Obviously, yes. Of course, we'll happily take more people into the cult. We have just finished off diplomacy and grabbed the Archaeology Project. Now, sadly, to have the Archaeology Project even start, we need the world to be only city districts. We can't have any generator districts, mining districts, or agriculture. It all needs to be city. So I'm now converting the first 2 planets into just that, removing all the tile blockers and turning all of the districts into city districts. It seems like the industrial world will be the first world to get its new beautiful look. And then it will cost us 20,000 minerals. That actually isn't too bad since minerals are very cheap and we are producing more alloys. So what will happen is once this world becomes the Archaeology Project, we will start converting all of these tiles into research or even maybe refineries, and then we'll use the archaeologies themselves to produce consumer goods. Because that's just way more efficient. So, let's just get all this sorted. Also converting this tech world so that soon that can be archaeology as well. Okay.
Construction complete.
Thankfully, our energy production is getting better and better right now, so it's not too difficult to keep all this running. We're getting there, lads! Again, I'm so glad that minerals are cheap. There we are, loads of city districts. We'll build the... where are you? We'll build the Research Institute before we turn this into the Archaeology Project. The Archaeology Project should still keep these 2 bonuses. So we still get the bonus research, and then we get bonus resources because... archaeology. Ooh, yes, Archimeter. Beautiful. We now have access to living metal, and our research is looking great. We have the focused Archimeter being researched, along with the admin cap increase and the kinetic artillery. The artillery probably being the worst out of the 3, but still, these 2 are fantastic. Thank you very, very much. Not too long now until we can start finally using the Archaeology Project. Minerals will be a bit expensive right now because it's bought so many, so I'll wait for that. Ooh, alloys are worth a fortune, though. And are increasing. No, stabilizing and going a little bit lower over time. Okay, so not really stabilizing or slowly decreasing in value, but still. I can make points sometimes, just not right now. So I've been thinking, and I honestly think that the Colossus Project should be what we go for next, because it unlocks the ability to go to total war. This means we don't need claims, it's not to do with ideology, it just means we can destroy everything around us. And that's what's going to happen once the endgame crisis occurs. We are going to go absolutely insane. We need this. Oh, mighty Shroud, give us your blessing. Ooh, a thing. The precognition interface. Which is, oh yeah, it's just a really good computer. Okay, let's finish off getting that, then we'll grab that. That just means our ships can be a bit more powerful. Although, I think we do need the special resource for that. Zero, or whatever it's called, the blue dust. I can't see any of that nearby. Might be a bit difficult to use it. I'm not quite sure if we do need that, but we'll see soon. Either way, I will research it. It's time! Okay, so let's just sell some of those, buy some of these, you know, the usual. And then we begin the Archaeology Project. It's going to take so long, but it's going to be so beautiful when it's finished. Eventually, ash will soon follow. We will encase everything in metal and concrete. Ascension Theory is now being researched, which means we'll have the Unity ambitions, and we can get 1 free Ascension perk, which of course will be the Colossus. But first, let's have a quick look-see then at... Wow, we're still doing auto-generate? That's how little I've built so far. So, nope, these do not cost the special resource fantastic, and they are far more powerful than what we have currently. To be fair, all we have currently is just the advanced. But still. So what we had was plus 10% fire rate, plus 10% evasion. Now it's plus 15% fire rate, plus 15% evasion, and plus 20% sublight speed. That is glorious. Thank you, Shroud. Oh, hello. Yes, another world, which is about to be converted into its beautiful, pure form. If we can just about scrape together enough energy. There we are, just about. And begin. And we have just about enough influence for 1 more as well, so hopefully we'll get enough energy by then and the minerals will be cheap enough that we can turn Ash into the 3rd beautiful city. So I think I've decided what we're going to have is Colossus Project and Transcendent Learning. Let's make sure all of our leaders are as high a level as possible before the end, especially when it comes to our researchers. At the moment, they're not all that high up. We have a 5, a 4, and a 5 out of 9, speeding this up by 50% in addition to all the other bonuses I'm now giving them. Yeah, I think that's worth it, just for the higher levels. All the rest, don't really care about enough is the problem. Our leaders are using the shroud to learn faster. Okay, now using alloys to produce some ships, because I completely forgot about this. There's a 25 world here, a 14, and a 12, one of them being a Gaia world. Welcome to our mineral and food producers in the future. All nice and close as well, which is nice, but we need more force to deal with them. Once more into the shroud, what will we see? Let's go with you. The chosen one? It is done. The entire shroud seems to shudder as the sonic entity pocket is drained, and its power transformed to our leader. Well, apparently we have a leader now. The chosen one. No, leaders. Let me check. Who was it that just became the chosen one? Aha, it was our leader. Immortal. This leader is the chosen one, an immortal being that wields incredible psionic powers. And as the leader, plus 20% governing ethics traction, plus 1 monthly influence. No idea what he's going to do in other roles. I'm assuming he's going to be powerful no matter what he does. So that happened. Wait. Immortal? And we are a dictatorship. He's never going to leave. Oh yeah, you better laugh, mate. Oh, but he's such a bad leader. The other traits are so rubbish. No, the mining station one is okay, but we're not making any more. Well, 3 more colony ships soon is going to be it. Oh, that's awful. Well, at least the chosen one effect is powerful. That monthly influence is very, very nice. But still. Here we go, finally attacking the crystal forces. Look at all of that auto... My god, we have so many autocannons. Well, on the upside, we are very good versus hull, since autocannons do bonus damage to hull and shields. So, since these are completely hull, this is pretty good. Look at them explode into like glorious fireworks. Okay, then deal with those. Thankfully, they never help each other out, which is great since they don't seem to be completely aware of the surroundings. So that is the 25 Alpine world, which is awesome. Then we have the 14 Gaia, and we have the 12 Arctic. Yep, those are very good worlds, so close. Just going to send you in now before it even finishes. So research the projects, then survey. Worker, get your butt over there as soon as you can, please. Because we want this before our neighbours grab it. In fact, then, what I might do is survey first, then research. Oh, but the research is so good. It might give us better hull plating, I think. Yep, small crystal-infused plating and the healing hull tissue. Oh, I want both of those so badly. But first, what I really need to do is just, let's just sell those, grab some more minerals, and yep, the 3rd Archaeology Project is now underway. So we have 3 Archaeology Projects all going. In fact, 4, I think, right? Do we have 4 going, or is it only 3? Am I going mad? Have I gone mad? I've gone mad. I could have swore I had another one. Yep, I'm going crazy. Excellent.
Complete.
It's more fun when you're crazy, anyway. One more bit of research is complete, which will give us the Galactic Stock Exchange. Something which I never build enough of, even though it's amazing. Plus 20% trade value on the planet, which is already awesome. And then it gives you 2 merchants, which means plus 16 more trade value and plus 12 amenities. It's awesome! And needs to go everywhere. At least every planet which has any number of clerks. For instance, here. So I didn't think this would happen considering how our empire is set up, but right now, people are worshipping the current Doomsayer as a god. Worshipped by many as a supreme deity, a call has gone out to officially crown the Doomsayer as the permanent ruler of our great empire, now and forever. So, if I don't allow this, everything stays the same, and honestly, he will stay there forever because this is a dictatorship, and until he dies, he will be leader, and he is immortal. So he will never die. So, not much happens there. But if I accept, a lot of things happen. First of all, fanatic authoritarian and spiritualist, so I lose my xenophile in favour of fanatic authoritarian, so more influence per month and more basic resource at the cost of trade value. Obviously, that's not a good deal because we're getting the city planets right now, which will have so much trade value, it's ridiculous. But also, I don't know what will happen to this. Where are you? Xenocompatibility requires that you're a xenophile. Now, I'm assuming I get to keep that. So my fiancée just opened the door, tried to get something sneakily, then sneezed right at the microphone. Her sneak needs to be improved. Anyway, with that sneeze out of the way. So, we lose the ability to be a xenophile, and we become fanatic authoritarians, but then we also become imperial, which means the leader will have an heir. Not that the heir will ever become king or queen, because, well, I'm afraid the leader ain't ever gonna die. But also, we get Imperial Cult, Aristocratic Elite, and Philosopher King as our new civics, so everything changes. Wait, does that mean we lose post-apocalyptic? You can't normally get rid of Oh. Oh no, then that might actually be worth it. Okay, so, hear me out, hear me out, hear me out. If we grab this, and we lose post-apocalyptic, it means we essentially have another option. We don't really need post-apocalyptic. The plus 10 years leader lifespan is very little right now because we are currently upgrading our lifespan constantly. Now we're doing repeatables. That's not a big deal. And the whole tomb world habitability isn't a big issue because of habitability, and we're turning our only 2 tomb worlds into worldwide cities, which have 100% habitability. So we don't really need this anymore. So we could have something else. Something functional. But we'd have to sacrifice Exalted Priesthood and Freehaven. And I love both of these. Immigration and immigration growth. And then the Priesthood, well, the Priesthood's amazing. Priests provide an additional unity. What do we get? Imperial Cult. Let's have a quick look, see what we actually get then. Imperial Cult. Edict duration plus 25%, and governing ethics traction is increased. That's good. Not great, but good. Then the Elite, if I can find it. So the Elite, it provides governors with an additional 1 to their level cap, and capital buildings replace some administrators for nobles. You can also construct noble estates, providing more nobles. What on earth are nobles, and what do they do? I have no idea. So I don't know if that's a good thing or a bad thing. Then finally, Philosopher King. Where are you? Philosopher King, plus 2 to leader level cap, which is already at maximum at 10. I love the idea of this. But I don't think it really fits our lore either. We wouldn't worship one of ourselves as a god. The whole point is the galaxy must be purged, including ourselves. A child of Crisis is no god. Powerful, yes, and clearly blessed by the endgame, but no, not a god. I'm afraid not. I was tempted to leave that up to the lovely commenters, but no, I don't know there. I mean, it just doesn't fit enough. It just feels wrong. It seems to set back a lot of things we're trying to do, and that just wouldn't be fun in the long term, in my opinion. Ooh, look. Ash can almost undergo the Archaeology Project. One more. How do I never notice when these branch offices get opened? They have one on, like, every one of our planets somehow. How do you even afford that? So very close. There we go. Ash, welcome to the Archaeology Project. Are we done yet here, please? Now that's a really good world for its size. The problem is only 12, but still, look at how many mining districts this has. Then you have the Alpine world, and just like, eh. Stop being it'll be better. How about you, Gaia World? You're okay.
Construction complete.
Nothing special, but so many okay planets in one system is still pretty good. Ooh, Federation fleet.
Construction complete.
Pretty. Doomed, but pretty. In a doomed way. Analysing the debris for crystal-infused plating, regenerative hull tissue, society research, and engineering. Lovely. I assume we can get that here. So what is this? Oh yeah, it's just the hull points. Still cool. But for now, Titan. Hey, speaking of which, I need to save up a little bit of alloys so I can make this into a citadel. Yeah, we really do need more alloy production, because currently we're selling most of it. I looked into the shroud once more. And we got plus 30% evasion. I mean, that's cool. Thank you, but not too much use just yet. Okay, we need more minerals. We need them now. Thank you. Also need some more of you because we need to start inhabiting all of these. It doesn't really matter who we send in since we end up getting all of them growing there anyway, but still. Let's send in you. And I apparently need more stuff. Now that's a good leader. In fact, both of these are. Let's choose you because you're a bit younger, so research speed and research speed. Yes, please. Sadly, one of our lead scientists passed away. Oh, look how adorable our science team is. And noodly. Glomper has died! That's who it was who died. Also, we've lost one of our governors. Who will be replaced, of course, by Blort. Long live Blort! May his reign be just and psychic.
Construction complete.
The ever-adaptable psychic Blort. You can do it, Blort. Our very first planet has been encased. Beautiful. And with that, I'm afraid I am all out of time for today's video. And that looks terrifying as anything. Lovely. So if you have enjoyed today's video, then of course, likes, favourites, shares, comments, all that good stuff helps out me, helps out the channel, and most importantly, shows that Stellaris is a series you wish to see continued in the future. In the next episode, now that our planets are finally being upgraded, we can just continue to focus on specialising them and getting as much resource as possible before the end. And speaking of the end, we're still after the end of the cycle. Hopefully soon, we can begin the end. Thank you so much for watching, and goodbye.